Hey guys, so this is the monthly tarot reading for the fire signs. This is what we're going to work on. So we're going to read Aries, we're going to read Leo, and we're going to read Sagittarius. And let's just get to it so you know what's coming up for the month. And let's just go right into it. I try to talk very little and just get to the signs because that's what you're here for. So first we're going to read Aries. These are the daredevils of the zodiac. They are all about taking risks, and they go for it. Okay, so let's see what's going on. And I try to get these moving, these reads moving. I can't do too long because I know the other signs will get exasperated waiting on their signs. So, but we still want to give a good, thorough monthly read. Okay, almost there. Twist again. All right, Aries, let's see what's going on. So we've got the Nine of Swords. So some of my Aries may have a little bit of depression this month, probably a little bit left over from last month. We're going to be working on that, though. You've got a lot of fire. You've got a lot of energy. You can do better than this. So we're going to really have to face that depression head on, whatever we have been suffering with. Now, when I see the Judgment card, the impression I'm getting this time, it has all kind of meanings, but I look at that reversal. There could be some people we need to give an ultimatum with. It's Judgment Day. It's time to take action. This is where we go. We go in this direction or no more. So you may find any kind of situation that requires an ultimatum. It doesn't have to necessarily be in love, though it could be. For example, I've been dating you 10 years. Are we going to ever live together? Are we ever going to get married? Are you ever going to give me a ring? Or it could be even a job. I've been working with this company and I haven't had a raise yet. Any kind of situation, you got to give an ultimatum. Maybe it's to a family member, certain things that they've been messing around with. Maybe they're messing around and gossiping about your business. Whatever it may be, an ultimatum, it is reversed that it is due time. You've been postponing that moment. Okay, so we've got the Four of Swords in the reverse position. So that is to meditate on the Three of Swords heartache. I'm getting a lot of swords for you, okay? So we need more fire. I need more fire in here. But one of the things about it in the reverse is, just do not cry over spilt milk in this. Whatever kind of healing needs to take place, we probably need to kind of get out there, get our momentum, start living again. And that's why there is a reversal. We can only think about, what went wrong for so long. Okay. And I've got the Chariot reverse. So some of you may not feel a lot of momentum about going forward. I have this very strong energy that we're kind of sitting there and we're kind of dwelling over something. Something is really bringing us down and affecting us. But you're Aries, okay? You're the god of war. You got to go forward. You got to go forward. And we've got that Emperor reverse. So that's starting to make sense. We may have been dealing with a male. This could be my narc, okay? This could be my narc. But notice they're in the past position. So I feel like with a certain person, this is probably going to be directed to some of my females. I'll look at the males as well. But we can be dealing with someone who was the narcissist. And so there's a lot of hurt and a lot of wounds in this that are popping up. But we got to go forward. See? Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. We've got the Five of Cups here. And so especially with that, notice she holds 2 cups in her hands. She just wants love. She wants a soulmate and everything like that, but she's mourning over the 3 cups spilled. We got to get away from that. We got to get to healing mode. So this is some intense stuff. I see you're kind of sitting there. Are you thinking about going back? Oh, I hope not, because the Two of Swords can be to make a decision to stay or go. So if this person comes back in and wants to get back in your life, you know better than that. It's always hard to say goodbye, but come on. Come on. It sounds like we need to make a decision here and everything. Now, I do have the King of Wands in the reverse position. So this is going to be directed to some of my male Aries and so forth. Going to go ahead and sidestep this because obviously you're not with the male narc. But some of you may have felt a little bit low in energy and dealing with some of this depression as well. and everything, but we just got to pick up the momentum. It's real important for both my male and females with that chariot energy. It's all about going forward this month. That is what we got to do. We can't be, I'm not saying don't pay attention to the here and now. Here and now is good, but we also, going forward in life is very important. And then some of you with the females, with the Queen of Cups in the reverse position, you know, we can feel a little emotionally unbalanced and there can be a little bit of challenge. But we got to have faith, right? That's the Hierophant and everything. We want spiritual knowledge. Tap into those spiritual lessons and that energy. We got to have faith. It's going to all work out, okay? Let's pull some oracle cards for you. It's a tough month. See, that's one of the things I don't get it. I mean, people do read my videos, but they know that their reading is not going to be just angels and joyful. I'm gonna be real with you, okay? So let's kind of see what we got. But it's all about new beginnings. Okay, we need to go into a new beginning. So there's a little bit of dwelling in the grieving process. I know we all got to grieve. We're all sad. We have our depression. But at the same time, that chariot is screaming to move forward. Okay, we've got to move forward. And Aries, you are about taking risks. You know, that's one of the things. You know, kind of do some things that are a little risky this month, except for going back. But going forward, you know, hey, you could do it. You know, be it with a job opportunity or anything like that. Let's throw yourself into some stuff. Maybe there's a book you've been wanting to write and you need to connect with the muse and everything like that. But miracles are going to happen. We're going to get to an upswing. I would say towards the end of the month. You know, there's going to be some kind of miracle is going to pop up that's really going to shake you and everything. I see once you get that, success is yours. You can be successful. I see that's the thing about the chariot. It's all about success and victory. And it's the warrior. You know, it is the warrior. We got to do that. I see you've got opportunity this month. Opportunity for positive. So we got to get on our horse and we got to get moving. Okay, and then we'll pull one more. And then once again, it pulled new beginnings. And there is a thing with my Oracle deck. If it pulls a card more than once, it's emphasizing a point. So we just got to stop dwelling is the big thing. And no looking back. And if you're on a fence and you're about to maybe go backward with that Two of Swords energy, no, we are going forward is what the Chariot says. Okay, perfect. So, tough stuff. I know it's tough stuff. A lot of swords. But it's okay. It's going to get good, especially when you get going with that Chariot, okay? It can be positive. Now we're going to look at Leo. Leo is a good sign. I wonder if I'll see the sun for that one. What's going to pop up for Leo? Let's see some good stuff. But yeah, Spirit will, in my reads, they hit it hard. They will hit it hard. And I know it, obviously my reads can't be meant for everyone, but what they are, but you can still take parts of it. You know, that's okay. You can still take parts of it. But there will be those people who it's like, oh, that resonates so hard. I was meant to hear it. And that's one of the things is people are meant to hear them, even if they are collective. Okay, Leo. Tune in. Leo. I'm excited to see what Leo gets. Cut the deck. There we go. So we got the Page of Swords in the reverse position. So we may hear some challenging news. Could be what is going to happen for Leo. That's kind of set some things off. Let's pull a clarifier for that one. And I do have the Three of Pentacles. Now that I could see a lot for partnership. So it could be in a work situation that we're trying to work on. We're trying to better ourselves, making agreements and so forth. And we may have a little challenging work information that pops up. So be prepared for that. But I've got that Queen of Pentacles energy that's going on, or Queen of Coins. So look at that third eye. Look at that third eye. So I feel you'll still be prosperous no matter what. So do not worry. Even though we have some challenging situations, there might be a little bit of rivalry in the work situation. Just keep going forward. You know your job. And one of the things is Leo tends to stand out and they're really meant to be a leader. I've got that Fool card that is all about new beginnings. That is also about trust, taking a leap of faith. Anytime the Fool pops up, it just sets the tone for something new and different is going to be popping up. A newfound energy, and especially a zest for life. Now, in the past position, I've got the Death card, so I do feel some kind of dramatic ending probably popped up last month that we are kind of contending with. Some kind of ending occurred. Let's kind of look at that a little bit. Now, I've also got the Empress reverse, so some of you are mothers and so forth. You may be a little bit challenged with things that are going on. And I just drew the King of Swords in the reverse position. So some of you, for my females, may be having some challenging communication with the male in your life. Let me focus a little bit on the males, though. How about my male Leo? That's what I want to kind of look at. So for my male Leos, I have the Justice card. So we could be dealing with some challenges with karmic relationships. You might even be dealing with a Libra. So with that situation, it is okay. You may be dealing with that empath, situation with a female. So there may be a nice spiritual connection you guys have. They may be kind of pulling back with that reversal of the Page of Cups. And one of the things about it is with karmic relationships, we can attract people to our wounds. So it can be very much a challenge because you're both mirrors and you serve a little different than your twin flame relationship. Now I've got the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse position. One of the things about this, and I am pulling this to my male Leos, even though it is feminine, but one of the things we want to watch, actually I'm going to say male and females for my Leos, could be an issue with codependency as well as insecurity that we could be dealing with our partners. And we want to be careful with that. We don't want to be codependent. We don't want to or have to need them to be able to validate us, whether it's we're beautiful, we're talented, we're smart, we're funny, and all that. We got to be careful that we need that validation of who we are and that we're a good person. King of Coins, so got that King and Queen energy popping up. So Leos, I feel like finances wise, you guys should be good. A little bit of strife at work, just a little bit with some challenging information, but that's okay. And then I've got the Eight of Swords. We can feel a little trapped in the mind. I see that is sitting next to the Nine of Pentacles. We can be a little codependent and secure and things, and we got to kind of break out of that. We really need to get our confidence. I see Leo is a very confident sign. That's one of the things about them, but not all grow into it. For example, my son is a Leo, and he was a very shy little boy. He would just kind of play with a kid or two here or there. He would kind of kept to himself. But inevitably he grew into his Leo role, to the point where he's a leader, like he doesn't follow the crowd and things like that. So, it takes time to adjust, to not be a follower. Let's pull some Oracle cards. I'm going to go that deck again. That deck has served really well today. Let's look at that Leo energy. So I've got success. So that's what I was thinking. That as far as work, finances, that should be good. There may be a little bit of a challenging information that kind of pops up in the realm of work, but I feel we'll be okay. And stuff. And going forward seems to be a theme today. Going forward, that's all we can do. So with a little bit with our relationships and things like that, they got to be going forward with you, is the message of Spirit. They got to be going with you. And also it's about taking action this month. Lots of action is what we're going to be working on. Very important. And then just know you are protected. So if you're a little bit worried about, say, your work situation, like when you hear some news, maybe it's the company is not doing good or something like that. Just know you are protected. I don't feel any job loss. And then opportunity is just going to be popping up for you. So I love the opportunity card. It's one of my favorites. So there's a little bit of challenges, but just try not to be codependent on anybody that you need to be validated for certain aspects of you that are positive. Just go look in the mirror. You know who you are. Okay. Especially Leo. They're good at looking in the mirror. And let's go to Sagittarius. And I'm not saying Leo is vain, but they are, it's one of the things, the way they are perceived, by the outside world is important to them. You know, that is going to be, it's just the way they are. And they like to make a statement. You know, when they they go out of the house, you know, everything. They like to make a statement. Sometimes I wish I had Leo in my chart, but I don't. Okay, that one does not want to go in. Okay, what's going on with Sagittarius? My deck did not want to do that. Okay. Let's see what Sagittarius is going to have. Okay. Okay, here we go, Sagittarius. Let's see what your messages are. I got the Faith card. It is in the reverse position. That is also the Hierophant. So we could feel also a little bit of lack of faith. And it could kind of feel like you're trying to tap into your spirituality, your spiritual self. You're reading all the books. You know, maybe you're chanting the mantras. You're working with your crystals. But everything could feel like I've hit the void. You know, like, what is it all for? And so we could feel just, you know, a little bit down this month. You know, like, you know, this stuff is not uplifting me. So you're going to kind of hit a wall with that. And that is okay. You know, sometimes we're meant to do that. And yeah, that's the thing, the Hangman. Everything may feel stuck, like we're not progressing, like I'm doing all the work, I'm doing the yoga, I'm doing the meditations, you know, doing the essential oils. Why am I stuck? So you're going to feel like you may feel a little bit blocked, but I don't want you to feel that you are blocked. You know, it's just sometimes that happens where we got to sit with it, because that's what the Hangman does. He kind of sits with it, and then he kind of surrenders in the moment and gains a different perspective. That's what he does. Now, I've got the Three of Pentacles. That is Three of Pentacles. Or no, Eight of Pentacles. I knew I was looking at the wrong card. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse position. This is about, we've been doing things the same old way. That's one of the problems. We need to shake it up and do a little something different. That's what's going to get you unstuck. So I don't want you going to anybody that's going to tell you your chakras are blocked or any of that nonsense. Spirit is saying, we just got to do things a little differently. We need to try something new. I know there's all kinds of things out there, but try something new. And then for my females, the Sagittarius, we've got the Queen of Wands reversed, and that's the thing. You might just feel a little low on energy. You know, I've been trying this, I've been trying that, I'm just not getting anywhere. So you're gonna feel a little bit of frustration. But inevitably, if you keep pushing forward, we've got that Three of Wands. The ship finally comes in. You finally get it. And I just need to do something differently. I was doing the same thing over and over. So I was just staying, you know, at one spot and everything. And we just had to shake something up. You know, maybe you need to get in nature. Maybe you just need to, like, stop working so hard at certain things and just take a walk in the park. You know, climb a mountain. Something like that. Something a little different, but nature would be good. And now I've got the Tower in the reverse position. So that could be what kind of set this off. Had a little bit of chaos kind of occurred. Some things not working out the way we wanted. Tower reverse is a good card, though. We land on our feet. That is one thing. It's just a little bit of chaos. A little bit of challenge. We're getting that Emperor reversed again. So we could have a past relationship, as it's in the past position, has kind of, you know, it's starting to kind of creep up and everything. We're trying to heal from it. And that can be part of the reason we're also feeling stuck, is the past is creeping up and everything like that. And that is the Hermit, yes. So we've got that Hermit reversed and everything. If you've been isolating yourself a little too much, okay, sometimes too much is not a good thing. So with the Hermit reverse, it's kind of saying, don't isolate too much. Get around with friends. Talk to people. You know, kind of, and that's one of the things you could do. Ask people, what do you do differently? What's some spiritual practices you do that maybe I can throw into the mix of what I'm doing to kind of shake things up so I can do things a little different. I'm going to pull from this deck for you. But that's what, it happens. Sometimes we hit a wall. And it's just like, I feel like I need to do something different. And I can't say what different is, but you will find it. I can say that. Time to do it differently. Isn't that crazy? This is why I love tarot, and this is why I love these oracle cards. That's exactly. Did you not witness me say that? Time to do it differently. We got to shake things up. We're doing it the same way, and that's why we hit a wall, Sagittarius. That's why we hit a wall. We've been doing things the same way. If you're always working with crystals or you're always working with oracle, you're doing positive affirmations, but now you've hit a wall. Something new has to be added, okay, to what you're doing. And that's what I want you to explore. If it's go on Google and just kind of read what other spiritual practices can I get into? Maybe you should look into shamanism, something different. I love shamanism. You know, that really, that's a really good healing. But I'm telling you, getting outdoors sometimes is what does it. Time to do it differently. Isn't that insane? Walk your own journey. So that's one of the things too. If you are following and just doing it the way everyone else does it, okay, that's the thing. You got to be unique. You got to kind of do things uniquely. Just because something is working for someone doesn't mean it's going to work for you. We got to figure out what works for us. The way then will be clear. The way is clear. It'll make sense. But that's one of the things, you know, what works, you know, maybe a Reiki session works really well for your friend, but you go and it's like, I don't really feel any different. It doesn't mean the Reiki didn't affect, but maybe you're just not feeling it because you need a different solution. I don't follow the path of others. See, that's what I'm saying. Don't necessarily do it the way everybody else is doing it. It doesn't mean it's going to work for you. But still talk to other people and kind of find out what they're doing. But don't do it just because, you know, especially everyone. And then let it out, let it flow. This has been a good card for me. This came up last night as well. Just kind of get certain things out. Just let it all flow. So, but don't let anybody tell you that you're blocked, this or that. I hate it when people do that. Because then they have the solution to your problem. I'm not saying people don't get blocked. It happens. For example, if you have a hard time expressing yourself, you may find you have a blocked throat chakra. Well, the solution is to express yourself. You know, if it's speaking, you could take a communications class. If you start writing, if you write a book, you know, get a blog, find ways to express yourself. That'll unclog. You know, if one of the things is personal power, you know, feels like a bit of a challenge, do things like work on that manifestation. You know, get that going on. Do those positive affirmations and things like that. You know, if your third eye is blocked and you're just not seeing clearly, and that happens, and there are so many things you could do to kind of push yourself to try to see ahead and kind of see, you know, the bigger picture. But one of the things I tell people, especially, is focus on awareness. You know, focus, being aware of the here and now, especially. Okay, that's one way to do it. And also everything in your environment. What is happening right now with everything that is going on? That's one of the things we work on. So I hope you guys enjoyed your read and everything. So Sagittarius, do not give up.